Hi everyone, I'm Lisa. Thank you so much for joining me for, I think it's day 4 if you're following the 7-day plan or standalone class. Wherever you are, what you need to know is this class today will be a little bit fiery, so we're going to turn up the heat. It's not going to be too hardcore, but we are building on our strength now. So today will be more like a Monday strong class. It's not going to be like super mega, but you know, like I said, you will turn up the heat a little bit. As always, please grab your props if you would like to use them, and you would need to use them. And then once you have everything, I'll meet you right here on the mat in a nice comfortable seated position. Sitting nice and tall, closing down the eyes. And right away begin to take those big inhales through the nose, nice long exhales through the nose. It's always important to set the breath in each class, but in a stronger class, if you're not used to a strong class, it's especially important to really acknowledge and soften into each inhale and each exhale. Because remember that the breath is what fuels us in our yoga practice. The breath obviously keeps us alive, but it makes us feel good when we're able to focus into each posture, each movement, whilst also keeping the breath nice and easy going. So taking those real big inhales through the nose, nice long exhales through the nose. And don't be stingy with each breath, so make sure you really fill up the body. So take one more breath together, taking a big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Whenever you're ready, gently blink the eyes open, coming to your hands and knees. Tabletop, we'll quickly warm up into the wrists. Always a good idea. So spread into the fingers, ground into the inner palms, keep the knuckles grounded, or just lower and lift the palms. And if you need it a little bit longer in any of these stretches or whatnot, you can always hit pause. And then turning the fingertips towards you, inner palm or inner wrist face forwards, and rock forwards and backwards gently. And then the back of the hands towards the ground, palm faces up. And then doing the same, palm facing towards the ceiling, spread into the fingers, ground into the thumbs. And then return back to center. Hands about shoulder width distance apart, index finger released forwards. Knees underneath the hips, we're coming for your cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest through, the arms look up. Exhale, round it in, chin towards the chest. A few more just like that. So set up your breath here, again, coming through your moving meditation. Make this your last one, and we're coming to a neutral spine here. Tucking the left toes under, you don't have to. You're going to float your right leg. As you float your right leg, keep the hip points facing forwards, belly button in, ribs in and down, so you're not compensating into the lower back. And then left arm to that left wall. If you're looking to spice it up already, you can lift and hover this left knee off the ground. It's completely up to you. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, thread your left arm underneath the right arm. Lift all the way up. Right knee to that right arm. Inhale, release the leg long. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Keep to your breath one last time. Inhale, release. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Release your right leg behind you. Keep it lifted. Left hand finds the mat. Scoot your left knee back behind you so you're in more of a modified plank, one leg plank. engage into that right leg. Scoop the belly and the ribs in as you shift it forwards, wrap the triceps back, lower halfway down. You inhale, lift. Exhale, lower halfway down. Feel free to lift the left knee up one last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower halfway down. Elbows in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reset. Tabletop. Shake it out. Release into the wrist if you like. We're coming to the other side. Tucking the right toes under, left leg long behind you. My hips are facing forwards and I'm engaging into my midsection. Again, if you're looking to spice it up, the right knee can hover. Right arm to that right wall. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, thread. Left elbow wraps in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale, release. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. One last round, inhaling. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. This time round, inhale, release your left leg long. Exhale, right hand finds the ground as you scoot your right knee behind you. Set up your foundation. For a lot of us, we need to scoot your right knee behind us a lot. Left leg is engaged as you shift it forward. Wrap the triceps back, lower halfway down for 3. Lift. 2. Lift. Last one. Lift. Release. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Handle out through the legs, sway into the hips. And breathe. And finding stillness. As you inhale, lift your right leg nice and high. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Lower the left knee to the mat. As you inhale, reach the arms nice and high, lower lunge. Exhale, hands finds the ground. Step back, modified plank pose. So knees behind the hips. Wrap the triceps back, shift forwards, and then lower halfway down, chest and hips at the same time. Untuck the toes if they're not already. Inhale, find your back bend. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. One more like that. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Pull it through if you need that to happen. Right knee drops. And then reach your arms nice and high. And take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands find the ground. Step it back. Modified plank. Modified plank, or you can keep the knees lifted. As you shift it forwards, back the triceps back, lower halfway down. And tuck the toes. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving on, bringing the left foot to center. As you inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, thread your right leg underneath the left arm. Spin that back foot down. And you're on the pinky side of the right foot. Left arm reaches up, falling triangle. So I always like to say, think of it as a revolved side plank. So you're on the right hand, the right leg is long towards the left. Left arm reaches up, take a deep inhale. Exhale, tap the hip to the ground. Inhale, lift for 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing. You can just stay in here if that feels better. 2. Last one. Left hand finds the ground. 3-legged up. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, step your right foot forward, lower lunge. Find your base. Squeeze into the inner thighs. As you inhale, reach all the way up, high lunge. And then as you exhale, hands together, heart center. Inhale, create your length. Exhale, parallel your torso to the ground as you pull back on that right hip. Keep reaching forward. You can use your bricks. When you're ready, left leg floats. Warrior 3. Make sure you're not sagging into the outer right hips because you really want to use it. Press into that right foot. Inhale as you all the way up. Tuck the left knee in. Exhale, bring the left heel towards the glutes. Knees match. Bring the hands together, heart center or onto the hips. Engage into this left hamstring by really crunching this left heel in. You can actually make it harder by really pinching onto a brick or ball. Ball works better. It is a bit harder if you're wearing leggings because it slides. Activate into that hamstring. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, slide your left knee down. Send your butt back for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press down the foot, inhale as you all the way up, tuck the left knee in. And as you exhale, step the left foot back behind you, high lunge. Take a big inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, left hand finds the mat, roll it into a side plank. Take your variation, whatever feels good. Maybe that's left knee onto the ground, and the right leg stays long. Shoulders on top of shoulder, hip on top of hip. Keep the chest and hips nice and open towards the right. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands find the ground. Coming into a modified plank pose, or you can lift your knees off the ground for your full plank. The hips and the chest are roughly in line, and I've got engagement into the core. So we're going to do your scapular shrugs, which is the bit between the shoulder blades. So think about rounding into the upper back, cat pose, and as you exhale, you're going to sink the chest towards the ground. Keep the arms straight. So think about pinching the shoulder blades together. And then you're going to protract, and then you're going to retract. So we'll round for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, tuck the toes under, downward dog. Bringing the right foot to center as you inhale, reach your left leg nice and high. Exhale, left foot steps forward, pull it through if you need that to happen. Nice wide base, rise up, high lunge. Front knees pointing forwards. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, hands together, heart center. Inhale, create your lender, exhale, parallel yourself to the ground. Pull back on that left hip, engage into the outer glute. When you're ready, float your leg up, warrior 3. Maybe land your hands on top of the bricks. Hips are facing forwards, and my back leg is super engaged. And then inhale as you all the way up, tuck the right knee in. Exhale, bring the heel towards the glute, match the knees. Take a big breath in, hands wherever feels comfortable. And as you exhale, slide your right leg or knee down, and then lift it up for 5. Woo. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press down the leg, inhale as you all the way up, tuck the knee in. Exhale, float your right leg back behind you, warrior 3. Stay super strong. Bend into your left leg, land your right toes behind you. Rise up, high lunge. Find your engagement, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, right hand finds the mat, roll it into a side plank, whatever variation feels good for you. Lift your hips up a little bit higher, take a deep inhale, and a full complete exhale. Grounding into the inner palms, stay super strong, nice and open towards the left. Make sure you're not rolling towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, come into your plank pose. Maybe you drop the knees, maybe the knees are lifted. Scapular shrugs. So pinch the shoulder blades together and then round. So we'll shrug for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. As you inhale, reach your left leg nice and high. Exhale, thread it under. Falling triangle. Right arm lift. Just shoulder on top of the wrist. Right leg is long. Take a deep inhale, exhale, bring the seat to the ground, and then lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Inhale, look at the front of you, slowly walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. With an inhale, long flat back. Exhale, scoot your feet nice and wide, pivot the toes out, squat it low. Bring the seat to the ground, then stretch the legs out in front of you. If you're rounding already, best to sit on top of a brick or a couple of cushions to lift the pelvis up. That way you'll get more of the benefit from this stretch. Peel the toes towards the face, take a deep inhale, exhale, fold forwards. And then lifting all the way up, seated position. We'll start with the right shin forward. Take a deep inhale, exhale, fold forwards. Pressing into the sitting bones. Soften into the hips. And then coming all the way up. And then we'll bring the left shin forwards. And then folding forwards. And then coming all the way up. Nice seated position, close down the eyes. Soften back into your natural breath, letting go of any effort. Slight smile. Congratulate yourself for moving through this slightly more intense class. Not my usual Monday class, but enough to get you going, to get you inspired, and to make you feel good about yourself. Taking a big inhale, reach the arms nice and high, and as you exhale, hands together, heart center. Take a big inhale through the nose, and a full sigh out. And bowing the head forwards. Showing love and gratitude to yourself and to this practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.